Jamie Oliver. Just hearing the name probably makes you think of fresh herbs, hearty meals, and a kitchen that smells like home. He wasn't just a chef, he was a movement. From the bright-eyed young cook on The Naked Chef to the face of a global restaurant empire. Jamie built a brand that seemed unstoppable. But what goes up often comes crashing down. So today, we're diving into the rise and fall of Jamie Oliver's restaurant, a story of ambition, success, and the hard lessons of running a business in a cutthroat industry. Now, to truly understand Jamie Oliver's rise, we must start in the small village of Clavering, Essex, where he was born in 1975. From a young age, Jamie's life was steeped in the rhythms of the culinary world. His parents, Trevor and Sally, ran the Cricketers, a bustling pub that was more than just a local watering hole. It was a hub for hearty, homemade meals and community gatherings. Jamie's earliest memories were filled with the clatter of pots and pans, the rich aroma of roasting meat, and the warmth of a kitchen where he felt right at home. By the time he was 8, Jamie wasn't just hanging around the kitchen. He was actively participating. He'd help his parents by chopping vegetables, stirring sauces, and even plating dishes. The pub chefs quickly recognized his enthusiasm and began teaching him basic culinary techniques. It was clear early on that Jamie had a natural flair for cooking. He wasn't afraid to experiment, often trying to recreate the dishes he saw the pub chefs make, sometimes adding his own twist. As a teenager, Jamie's passion for food solidified. Unlike many kids his age who are drawn to typical teenage pursuits, Jamie found solace and excitement in the kitchen. He spent hours reading cookbooks, watching cooking shows, and experimenting with recipes. Determined to turn his passion into a profession, he enrolled at Westminster Catering College, one of the top culinary schools in London. There, Jamie's skills were sharpened under the guidance of seasoned professionals. He excelled in his studies, showing a particular talent for understanding flavours and techniques. After graduating, Jamie landed roles at some of London's most prestigious restaurants. His first major gig was at Antonio Carluccio's Neal Street restaurant, where he deepened his understanding of Italian cuisine. Working under Carluccio, a master of rustic Italian cooking, Jamie learned the importance of simplicity, using fresh quality ingredients to let natural flavors shine. This philosophy would later become a cornerstone of his own cooking style. From there, Jamie moved to the River Cafe, a renowned Italian restaurant in Hammersmith. It was here that his culinary skills truly flourished. The River Cafe was known for its commitment to seasonal ingredients and bold, uncomplicated dishes. Jamie quickly became a rising star in the kitchen, impressing both his colleagues and diners with his creativity and energy. Now, fate intervened one day when a BBC film crew came to the River Cafe to shoot a segment for a documentary. Jamie, then a sous chef, was asked to assist on camera. His natural charisma, boundless enthusiasm, and relaxed approach to cooking instantly stood out. The producers saw something special, a chef who could make cooking accessible and fun for the average person. Shortly after, Jamie was offered his own cooking show. In 1999, The Naked Chef premiered, and Jamie Oliver became a household name almost overnight. The show's concept was revolutionary for its time, a young, relatable chef preparing simple yet delicious meals in his own kitchen. It was cooking stripped down to its essentials, with no fuss, no frills, just great food. This authentic, approachable style resonated with viewers around the world, setting Jamie on a path to global stardom, and the audience loved it. But it wasn't just his personality that won people over, it was his food. Jamie had a knack for taking simple ingredients and turning them into something extraordinary. And soon, his influence extended beyond TV. His cookbooks flew off the shelves, turning kitchen novices into confident home cooks. With fame came a unique opportunity, and Jamie Oliver wasn't one to sit back and bask in his celebrity status. He saw his platform as a tool for change, particularly in the realm of public health. By the early 2000s, childhood obesity and poor nutrition were becoming critical issues in the UK. Determined to tackle these problems head-on, Jamie launched one of his most ambitious projects, Jamie's School Dinners. The show wasn't just about showcasing his cooking skills, it was a call to arms. Jamie went straight into the heart of British schools, where cafeteria menus were dominated by processed, unhealthy foods, think turkey Twizzlers, chips and sugary desserts. His mission was clear: replace these options with fresh, wholesome meals that would fuel children's bodies and minds. But it wasn't an easy battle. Jamie faced resistance from all sides. Students who missed their comfort foods, parents skeptical about the changes, and even some school staff who were wary of the additional workload and costs. Undeterred, Jamie pressed on, using his charm and determination to win people over. He involved the kids in cooking, teaching them about ingredients and showing them that healthy food could be delicious. Jamie's school dinners didn't just change school menus, it sparked a nationwide conversation about nutrition and health. His campaign led to significant policy changes, including increased funding for school meals and stricter nutritional standards. Jamie's efforts earned him praise from health experts and policy makers, cementing his status as not just a chef but a food activist. Through his work, he proved that cooking could be a powerful tool for societal change, leaving a lasting impact on the next generation. But while Jamie was changing the way people thought about food, another idea was simmering in his mind: restaurants. In 2008, Jamie's Italian was born. The concept was simple: affordable, high-quality Italian food that everyone could enjoy. It wasn't the kind of place where you had to wear a suit and tie. No, Jamie's Italian was for family, friends, and anyone who wanted a good meal without breaking the bank. And it worked. People flocked to his restaurants, drawn in by the promise of rustic pasta dishes, fresh salads, and that unmistakable Jamie Oliver touch. Before long, Jamie's Italian became a household name, with locations popping up across the UK and beyond. But Jamie didn't stop there. He launched 15, a fine dining restaurant with a mission: to train disadvantaged youths and give them a second chance. This wasn't just a restaurant, it was a social experiment. 15 gave young people, many of whom had troubled past, a new purpose and a fresh start in life. Then came Barbacoa, a smokehouse that celebrated slow-cooked, flavorful meats. With its focus on bold flavors and premium cuts, Barbacoa aimed to bring a unique dining experience to London. Each venture had its own personality, but they all carried Jamie's signature ethos: good food done right. At its peak, Jamie's restaurant empire boasted dozens of locations in the UK and around the world. For years, Jamie Oliver's restaurant empire was a shining beacon in the casual dining world. His chain, Jamie's Italian, offered a fresh take on Italian cuisine, emphasizing high-quality ingredients and accessible pricing. It quickly grew, with over 37 locations in the UK at its peak. However, behind the scenes, the cracks in this seemingly thriving empire were beginning to show. By 2017, the restaurant industry faced mounting challenges, and Jamie's brand was no exception. Let's start with Brexit. The uncertainty surrounding Britain's exit from the EU created a ripple effect in the economy, and one of the hardest hit sectors was food and hospitality. Imported ingredients, a staple for a chain like Jamie's Italian, became more expensive due to fluctuating exchange rates and new tariffs. For a brand that prided itself on fresh top-tier produce, these rising costs severely squeezed profit margins. Another issue was overexpansion. While rapid growth initially seemed like a smart move, opening over 40 locations across the UK became a double-edged sword. Not all sites were strategically chosen. Some were in high-rent areas or locations with insufficient foot traffic. This miscalculation led to some branches struggling to break even, dragging down the overall performance of the chain. Meanwhile, competition in the casual dining sector was heating up. Rivals like Zizzi, Prezzo and Nando's were offering similar dining experiences, often at lower prices or with more efficient service. Suddenly, Jamie's Italian was no longer the innovative, exciting option. It was just one of many choices in a crowded market. Operational challenges further complicated matters. Customers started to notice a dip in the quality of food and service. What once felt like a vibrant, high-quality dining experience began to seem inconsistent and unremarkable. Negative reviews and complaints about long wait times, lukewarm dishes, and inattentive staff became more common. By 2019, the writing was on the wall. Despite Jamie's efforts to save his restaurants, including injecting millions of his own money into the business, the empire was unsustainable. In May of that year, Jamie announced the closure of nearly all of his UK restaurants, with only a few overseas locations surviving. The decision put over 1,000 employees out of work, a devastating blow not just for Jamie, but for the many families who relied on those jobs. For Jamie Oliver, it was a humbling moment. He had built a culinary empire that once symbolized the perfect blend of celebrity and business acumen, only to see it crumble under the weight of economic pressures and operational missteps. While the closures marked the end of an era, Jamie remained optimistic, viewing the experience as a hard but valuable lesson in the volatile world of business. Now, behind every failed restaurant are people whose lives are deeply affected. Employees shared stories of shock and disappointment. For some, working at Jamie's Italian wasn't just a job, it was a career, a community, a source of pride. Customers too expressed sadness, recalling fond memories of family dinners and celebrations. Jamie Oliver's journey is a tale of resilience, innovation, and learning from failure. From his early days in Essex to becoming a global culinary icon, he's seen incredible highs, revolutionizing how millions of people think about food and health. Yet, like any ambitious endeavor, his career has also faced significant challenges. The rise and fall of his restaurant empire is a testament to the unpredictability of the food industry, even for someone as talented and beloved as Jamie. Despite these setbacks, Jamie remains an enduring figure in the culinary world. He continues to inspire through his cookbooks, television shows, and campaigns for healthier eating. His passion for food and his drive to make a difference haven't wavered. Whether he's tackling food insecurity, advocating for better nutrition, or exploring new ventures, Jamie Oliver is always moving forward. So what's next for Jamie? Will he venture back into the restaurant business, double down on his activism, or surprise us with something entirely new? Only time will tell. But one thing's certain, Jamie's story isn't over. His journey is a powerful reminder that success is not a straight path, but a continuous cycle of growth and reinvention. Now, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the world's most fascinating figures. Share your thoughts in the comments. What's your take on Jamie Oliver's journey? Would you visit one of his restaurants if he made a comeback? Let us know. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.